Maymay, do not address my friends in the chat, please. Just behave and shut up. I'm not kicking you out of here, but you need to fucking not address anybody in here at all. You fucking called me a liar in Savage's live the other day when I have my live downloaded where you come into a box when I'm discussing Box Lizard and you backed me on what I said. But then you called me a liar. So why don't you just be quiet? Okay? I've had about enough of your shit. There is one thing that I do not do on here, and that is lie. So, anyway, where was I? So, yeah. So then I'm accused of berating the mother when all I did was ask a question. Oh, but you do. You know what? Why don't you come tell me what I've lied about? Why don't you grab a box? We can make this about you if you want. Why don't you come tell me what I've done in front of my friends? Hmm? Why were you in my live agreeing that I didn't know the whole story about Box Lizard? But then you called me a liar in Savage's live because you're mad at my friends. So I was the only one that like came in there. So you decided to attack me for whatever reason. Because one thing about me, right? If I'm being discussed in a live or somebody fucking mentions my name and somebody texts me and tells me that I'm being mentioned, I'm going there. Aren't you mad at my friends? Aren't you guys all fighting? Make sure I keep what energy? The fuck are you even talking about? The fuck are you even talking about?
So, what is the deal? Because the
And
Sam's
I
over there.
did keep my same energy, May May. I came in there and said, I got texted and heard I was, what? And then somebody in there replied back to me in a kind voice, and you said, oh, you don't got to be nice to her.
Oh,
The fuck?
I don't know what's going on here. Sam's live right now, and apparently they're asking for me.
I don't know. They blocked me, booted me, muted me, all the things. So I
They're
can't
about to
even
do the
tell you.
same to me. If they want
Yeah.
me, they can come over here because I'm not gonna get blocked and muted, and I ain't gonna stop running my motherfucking mouth either.
I didn't start shit with you, May May. I didn't start shit with you. I said you need to be quiet because you were in another live calling me a liar. So if you wanted to stay, you need to be quiet and sit down. That's what I said. You're
Hold
not going to
on.
fucking disrespect me in a different live and then come in my live thinking nothing ever happened. The fuck? I think that you fucking treat me really unfairly on this app because I don't fucking disrespect you anywhere. But I was mentioned in a live, so I came in there to ask why. And then you called me a fucking liar when about that situation you were in my box saying, yeah, she didn't know because we didn't even know because we didn't find out until after and there was more than one person and this and this and this. But then the whole story fucking changed because you're mad and there's fighting and all this stuff, right? So then I had to be the liar, right? And I do keep the same energy, right? When I come into a live where I'm being talked about. And listen, We knew because it had been brought up, but I never knew what he did until he told me on the phone before the live. I never knew the whole story because you even admitted in that live that you didn't know the whole story. Bullshit. So you're telling me that I knew that he derobed a sleeping person? I did not see the request until you mentioned it.
You absolutely knew the story. You were in the live when he told the story. Now,
When?
I won't say you were in the call because there was a lot of people in and out of those calls. So I'm not just going to assume that just because you were in that chat, you were in the call when he even
Which
told the
live are
story
you talking about?
multiple times. The one that she was playing the other
Right.
day.
But if he didn't tell the same, what I'm trying to say is he didn't tell the same story there that he said on the phone, which caused the live. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. This was months prior to the fallout. This was a whole almost fucking year.
Right. And you guys had a live about a whiskey.
You absolutely knew the accusations.
Right.
That he
because it had been, yes, but that's not what, but that's not what we were talking about.
You absolutely knew the accusations, right? And the story and the derobing and the in the sleep. Yes, you did. You did.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
because you said even in that live that you didn't know that part. You said that you didn't even know.
That was always her story. That was always her story from the very beginning.
I had never even heard her side until that recently. Like, I had never even heard
about hearing her side. You said you didn't know that about him. That was a fucking lie.
Show me where I said that I knew nothing about it.
Many people ran around with the same thing, saying, "Oh, we didn't know."
Show me where I. Then why did you come in? No. Because
yes, you did.
We had a live about it. We had a live about it, and you were in the box, and you even said
the part you didn't know, and I said you didn't know. The part you did not know was the part of whiskey.
And that's what we were talking about, and the story that he finally told us.
Talking about. That was not what we were talking about in the live the other day when I called you a liar.
Was I supposed to know what we were talking about because I came in there when someone texted me that I was being talked about? Hello?
You said when it during the entire breakup, you said you didn't know. You just got finished saying that you didn't know about the whole derobing, the whole depanting. Yes, you did. That was the original accusation in the original story. It absolutely was.
As it was told to me was that it was consensual between both parties, that no one was asleep, and that he felt bad about an interaction that happened and left.
You smile.
Is any truth to the grape, right? Because I definitely would not be standing next to somebody
Viking when we were talking about it. She was in my my fucking God. We played the live the other day. We played the live the other day when Monster was my mod.
Right. And he didn't tell the story that he told me on the phone. So how is this different? How is this the same?
Let's not bring him in. God damn, Britt.
Do you understand what I'm saying, May? I think you're having a hard time. The story that he finally said on the phone. I said, I knew nothing about that. What I did know was the accusations when it would be brought up here and there, like, oh, Box Lizard did this and this and this. Of course,
No,
everybody heard that. There was no way.
No, in the live, in that recording, he talks about it. In our chat, in the call that you just now admitted to being in the private chat prior to
What
the
call?
other call. Yeah, you did. You just did.
Not your call, stupid. The call with the silly girls and him right before my live.
In the
My
ranch.
live.
You're never in those calls when he talked about it.
No.
So then how did you all of a sudden end up in a chat in my comment section defending him?
How was I your
saying
mod
that he
if we were in a
never
fight?
slept with 3 people.
Because he told me do you not understand that there were different stories being told?
I just got finished saying you weren't in the call when he told the story, and you said no.
We had our own calls with him, Maymay. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not talking about the breakup. I'm talking about way prior to that, monster.
No,
it's not
I
that
wasn't.
fucking hard to figure out what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I wasn't. And that's why I had asked you, okay, so you knew that he did something, but then stayed friends with him. That's what I asked. Because you were friends with him for a time before or after that, right? There were a lot of people that made him seem safe when he wasn't. Right?
No. He told the story. Y'all even believed his story, correct?
Apparently, it's a different story.
Nene sounds low on air. I'm not a fucking tire, bitch.
Apparently, it's a different story is what I'm trying to explain to you, right? So what Savage was talking about was a post on Reddit.
The Box Lizard story, baby. The one she says in one time she didn't know anything about. Then she knows everything about it. And she's in the
that is
section.
not what I.
Then
no,
she's in the
I
comment
said we
section
knew,
defending him, right?
I
but
said
didn't
we
know
knew
about
the accusations.
And wasn't in those calls.
I said I knew about the accusations because they were popping up everywhere at one time. Even Grow was calling him that. And we were like, what are you talking about? That's crazy. Why would you guys say that? And we did not know until he told us in a call what he did. Then I went live.
Oh my God. I swear to fucking
my God.
There was a call, multiple calls in the ranch that talked about it. Clayson even came in at one point and talked about it.
Maymay, I was hardly in your calls, okay? Hardly. So I don't know anything about that.
Baby would like a fucking platform.
But even so, how do you know that he told the same
time, and you said you knew nothing about it, which is a fucking
That is not what I said. I said we knew about. Oh my. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I said we knew about the accusations. We never knew the story.
He told y'all the same story.
How do you know?
Because you came out here and told it on a fucking live.
You came in the box and said, yeah, Monster's telling the truth. So now
not about that. About the whiskey part. Is
oh
what
my
I
fucking
said
God. So I was only telling.
You didn't know about.
Dude, are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm wondering if you're okay because you're having lapses in your fucking memory.
I'm fine. You think that I was in a call I was never in. That's not my problem. Okay? What I am saying is I knew about the accusations.
You were never in a call a year ago, but you were in my chat as a mod defending him, but didn't know anything about the story. Anything about the story.
you smile.
The story originally. It didn't
I knew
change.
about the accusations. How do you know that the story didn't change if you weren't in our
Because
calls?
you came on a live and told it.
And you came in the box and said, yep, she's telling the truth.
No, about you not knowing about the second person whiskey. Stop
Okay.
it.
To Whiskey,
Stop
excuse me, and Whiskey
Stop
said
it.
she's never made those claims before, May May.
She absolutely went live and made those claims. You want to try
When?
again?
When you have it?
She did it on Mill Talk. You want to try it
You have
again?
it? Yeah, well, because I spoke to her. I'll try to have the messages.
Mill Talk.
Do you
tried
have
it.
it? Do you have
Okay.
anyone besides you? Because I don't trust a word you say, bitch.
I can get the entire fucking group if I wanted them to
Okay.
have to talk.
Listen,
Okay,
when
so
a liar
you
calls someone a liar, it's really ridiculous.
All
Like,
I
it's
know
so
is
ridiculous.
I spoke to Whiskey, her damn self. I know there's two of them. I spoke to one. She said it wasn't her. I went to the other one. It was
Do you
that
know her real
one.
name?
She said she
Are
absolutely
you
never
sure?
said those
Did you
fucking
get her real
claims.
name? Because I have a
No.
real
What do I
name.
need her real name for? Her name is Whiskey.
Because that's not her name.
What does it matter, bitch? That's how we know her on here as that
So
name.
your problem
Are you
with me is that I
Are
finally
you
find
sure?
out what really
It's fucking-
happened and call him out, but there's a problem. I'm confused.
No. What I said was, and we weren't even talking about you. She noticed you were my mod, and she remembered that you had said that you didn't know about it. And I was like, I was wondering when y'all were going to figure that out. I never said
then
anything.
she's confused about what I didn't know about, right?
No,
Because
you absolutely did know the story.
knew about the accusations.
The accusation, the story, the accusation, same thing.
Do you realize that he was denying a lot of the stuff that he finally admitted to, and that's when I had him go turn himself in.
No, that's always been.
He never told us she was asleep.
Oh my God. No, that's always been her story. And that is the story that he told
Listen,
y'all.
how would I know her story? I've never
He
known
told
her
you
story.
it.
I've never talked to her.
Okay, listen, I'm not going to have an argument. Listen, there's a
You're
whole ass
fucking-
fucking lie.
You know what?
You're defending him, knowing what the accusations were.
Check it
You
out,
were
right?
defending
I
him.
didn't know what he did
were-
until he told us what he did. I never
He
heard her
told
tell
y'all
another story.
in a fucking call.
I have never heard his
Okay.
story until the fucking
So-
call before I went
So you
live.
didn't know anything about it, yet you were defending him.
Because
That's wild behavior. It's wild behavior.
defending him because his
He's up
story
there talking about being accused
was
of
May,
rape.
I just want to say something.
And-
I have a fucking live with you defending him, saying that Chaz is lying. We heard the accusation.
I never denied that.
We never.
I never denied
Okay.
I
We
never
heard
denied
the
that.
accusations.
I'm not gonna lie
we
about
never
that.
heard it come out
Again,
of her mouth. The
I
only
never
time we heard about
Listen,
it
I didn't
was
even
from
know she was
May.
friends. I didn't even know she was
Bullshit.
friends with Corey.
That's what's funny. That's what's funny is I'm not denying what I said. Y'all the ones over here
Do
lying
you
about
know
what y'all
how many
fucking knew.
times we
It's
asked for her
wild.
to come talk to us?
That's
We asked
wild.
for her to come
Why-
talk to us and never heard her side. Never.
Well, we asked Corey to bring her to us because he said he was friends with her. So we're like, can you bring her here? And Corey was sitting with Lizard Dick, okay? And he wasn't making it seem like anything was wrong. And we were
Everybody
waiting for
just
Corey
acted
to
like
bring
he was
Chaz.
safe.
Yeah, we were waiting for Corey to bring Chaz. He never did. We forgot about it because the accusations don't come until you're mad at him. That's when you start saying that it happened. And then when you're friends with him, you say it didn't happen, bitch.
Right.
I am speaking for
You can call
myself.
me
I
what
am
you want.
speaking for myself. I do
You can call
not.
me what you want,
There
right?
are holes in
You
her
can call me what
stories.
you want.
She changed her story twice.
didn't check-
have problems
no.
with that. Not
I
you,
che- I
the girl,
changed my
Chaz.
story.
Chaz did.
I
She
changed
changed her
my
story
story.
twice. She changed her story twice.
I'm
I
trying to
said
hear what
Chaz,
you're
bitch.
saying.
Chaz changed her story twice. So
Absolutely.
And I never
Absolutely.
even
It's a
heard.
weird-
And I never even heard her first story. I never even heard her first
Yes,
story.
you did, Monster. That's the part you're
didn't.
fucking lying about.
No, I did not. I've never
Okay.
heard her story. Tell
Okay.
me where. Show me where.
Okay, so you didn't know the story, yet you were defending him and
His side, which were accusations.
that's the story. An accusation is the story.
What the
He
fuck?
accused her of
Oh my God.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You
That's
did.
the
We already
story.
heard those accusations from you. We don't believe you, bitch. We said we wanted to
first
talk
of all-
to the girl. Nobody
anything from
talked to
her.
the girl, bitch.
First off, he told her. He told you. He told Michelle. He told Chaos. I list the whole fucking list of
He
people.
told us. He
that were
told us.
in
He
that
told us
fucking
what?
group.
What did he tell us?
You saying that he told us that he did that to her
Listen.
and we stood by him? Is that what you're saying, you dumb fuck?
That's what she's saying.
She's
That's
a
what she is
fucking
saying.
loser.
Yeah.
So it never came up. It never,
He
ever,
told
ever,
us
ever
they were
came up.
together and it was not that. It was consensual, bitch. We told you we need the girl because we are not believing you. What don't you understand? You never brought
So
the
it
girl,
never,
bitch.
ever came up in conversation in the ranch.
Well,
Is that
anyway,
what you're trying to tell
Chaz,
me?
let me tell you another thing about
Is that
Chaz. She
what you're
never
trying
made a
to tell me?
report.
What the fuck? I know that you didn't just do that.
Do what? I'm not a mod.
Not you. Calm down. Meme, what I'm going to say to you,
I'm fine.
Meme, is you
Oh, that
cannot
was my
tell me
mistake.
what I heard.
logged into the wrong account. Sorry.
You cannot tell me.
God damn it.
Never heard it, Meme. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I wasn't ever in a live where her story was told. All I knew is like in lives and Box Elder would be like in the box and stuff, and Grow would come in. I can't yell anymore. I'm just going to talk calm. When Grow would come, woman, and I'm thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, that's crazy. Why are you guys saying that about this guy?